Aaron, bring down the Deli team. Again, safety basics. We're going to talk about electrical safety.
All right, well, good morning, fellow safety leaders. We are the Deli Power Leaders today, here to talk to you about electricity. So if I can just, one phrase that we really want to get across today and make sure we all sort of keep top of mind when we think about electricity is simply electricity, there is no second chance. So if we get 1 point out of today, I hope that's the one. Electricity, there's no second chance. So we just take time to start with to introduce the team today. So we've got Shelley from 93, our cords leader, Rachel from 94, and Rachel's our hazards leader today, Tabitha from 92, our scales leader, Lisa from 95, our communications leader, and Kylie from 91, our follow-up leader, and of course myself, Aaron. So today we're going to lead you through some of the key areas of electrical safety through our business. Did you know, from the stats up on the board there today, out of the 100 electrical incidents that were reported in 2010, which as you can see was 9% higher than 2009, bakery had the most at 34, and Deli come in second at 31. So 34 and 21 of the incidents out of the 100 come out of Deli and bakery. Why do we think that is? Any ideas? I guess with all of that, yes. But when you think about it, in Deli and in bakery, we're dealing with the most exposure of electrical equipment across the business through the fresh side. Most of the things that we have to do in both jobs to get the functions to produce the products involve some form of electrical equipment, and then obviously we've got to clean it as well at the end of the day. So I guess what we need to be looking at is what can we do to make these jobs safer. So let's look back now at what we've done this year and what we've put in place to help us on our way on our journey towards Destination Zero. So we've had Keeping Safety Fresh with the electrical safety, which was April, and was to focus on service and all the fresh departments. We had the 3 distinct caution stickers for our electrical equipment, power sources, and of course the hoses. Safety Basics, week 2, which is electricity, where we've got the team talks. And I guess just the general point of discussion that we can have with our teams through our leads. All of these were simply designed to help our teams to be better aware and have more knowledge around electricity. So I guess how well did we use those in store? During our presentation today, you'll see some photos from all parts of the business. We haven't just focused on Deli, we've gone and looked through all different parts of the business. What I want to stress though is that none of the photos were setups. We simply went into the store with our eyes open and looked for those hazards. We've taken these photos over the past 3 weeks across all stores and not targeting just 1 or 2 specifics. So as we lead you through today, ask yourself, is this my store? Well, these hazards in my store? Are my team working with these hazards every day? We need to make the choice. If we walk past it, if we work with it, if you accept the use of faulty equipment, you send a message to your team that it's okay. And very soon, if not already, they'll accept it and use it as well. We are responsible. There is no second chance with electricity. And I'll now pass over to Shelley.
It made it in the long run. Electricity, what is it? Ancient Egyptians were the first people to be aware of electricity through electric fish. Electric shock occurs when the human body comes in contact with a source of voltage high enough to cause a current through the body. Electrical cords carry 240 volts, and it is the volts that push the current through the body, that causes the injury. The minimum a human can feel is 0.001 amps, and generally current of 0.1 amps is enough to be lethal. Add water, add metal, and the situation becomes a lot more volatile. In fact, in extreme conditions, it has been noted that a person has actually died from a 9-volt battery. But of course, people also survive electrical bolts from the lightning. Death caused by electric shock is called electrocution. An electric shock can cause burns, heart failure, unconsciousness, difficulty in breathing, or no breathing at all. For your own safety, if you come in contact with somebody, a victim of an electric shock, the first thing you must do is turn off the power before you touch that person, and also take into consideration the surrounding environment, e.g. is it a wet environment. Now let me lead you through some electrical scenarios in our stores. You can see this one here is in a walkway leading up to a manager's office, so it was walked past several times by lots of people, many times a day. However, it was just gone unnoticed. But the next photo shows an easy fix by just placing some electrical cords on the wall. We was able to keep that in a safe manner. This one here was taken after the safety alert for excessive length cords was issued just a couple of months ago. And the situation was that, and it's stated in the safety alert, is the fact that in some of our situations our equipment had long leads, which you can see in the photo could be easily squashed, causing electric shock. Pleasing to know I did go back to that store soon after and that was rectified. This one here just shows the incorrect method of using a piggyback system of an extension lead, which we shouldn't be doing in our stores. So once again, remember with electricity, there is no second chance. And I'd just like to hand over and connect to Rachel, who's going to talk about danger tags. Thanks, Rachel.
Good morning, fellow safety leaders. Now let me lead you into our next part of our electrical safety journey. Danger tags. What are they? They're a tag we use when we deem a piece of equipment unsafe to use before we tell our line manager. Where are they located? Well, in stores they're located at the back dock or in the yellow sheet toolbox. Do we need to locate them in more prominent areas like our hairnets and on every access point into our fresh food departments? That's a challenge for you. Here is a picture of a bin lifter. As you can see, it was a process that was put into place because the sensor wasn't working. So to get the sensor to work, we chucked a bit of cardboard up there to make the bin lifter work. However, this bin lifter was fixed 2 days prior to this picture being taken. So because that practice had been in place for so long at a store, the staff still felt, well, we need that bit of cardboard to put in place to make the bin lifter work. This is a picture of a baler, and you can see that it's been danger tagged out, but how many people, if they came up to the baler, would be able to see where that danger tag is, and is it unsafe to use? No, I can't see a danger tag. I'm still going to use it regardless. We need to put it in the visual spot of the staff member, so no one uses it. Electrical dangers are not always obvious. So make sure you check all equipment before you use it. If there is a problem, speak to your store manager. If you see something, say something. Tell your manager if you notice a hazard in your workplace. Communication going forward is a big key to play. You never know whose life you may be saving. If I can leave you with nothing out of our presentation but one thought, is that if you as a store manager or a safety leader have an unsafe piece of equipment back in your store right now and have done nothing about it, who's the one that's going to be responsible for making that phone call to someone's wife, husband, mother or father and tell them that their loved one isn't coming home tonight? I certainly don't ever want to be put in that position. And as a mother of a 1-year-old with a husband who also works for the company, I never want to receive that phone call. Electricity, there's no second chance. Let's connect to Tab.